Okay, good afternoon, evening, and morning, depending on where in the world you are, but hopefully not so far that it might be morning quite yet, except if you're Shade because he lives in Europe. You have tuned in to Crusaders Talk, part of the Pregnant Stallion radio lineup. This week is our first week under the Ponyville Live podcast lineup. If you guys don't know where that is, make sure to have links and things like that, but we've been posting about it quite a lot, so if you haven't noticed us doing that, you either are not subscribed to us or living under a rock and not really paying attention. But to give a brief detail on Ponyville Live, it's a large collection of podcasts. For example, Cloudsdale Cafe, you might remember we had their producer on last week. The Brony Show, things like that. I think Everfree Network has a connection in there, but I could be wrong, don't quote me. Alicorn Radio, Celestia Radio, things like that. So, lots of big names in there. A lot of different changes for Pregnant Stallion Radio as well. Looking into getting a website, things like that. We've got new shows coming. We've hired ourselves our own blogger. So it's definitely a big jump for us. This week, as Crusaders Talk, we're just going to do our trademark banter episode because I figure we've had plenty of stuff in the last couple of weeks that it's about time to do something where we're just kind of sitting back and talking like the gentlemen with tea that we are, except there's not a whole lot of tea, so it's rather sad, really.
Oh, there's tea here.
Well, maybe you can share some, but I don't think that's going to be happening. You're quite selfish for tea, I think.
Sarf, who are you? Oh, you're Sarf, right.
I am Sarf. Ladies and gentlemen, I shall take a bow, as I'm bowing as we speak. And joined with us today is the usual lineup, because, you know, I tend to forget who we are all the time. And to introduce us as well, we have the fantastic artist and pony extraordinaire, Slightly Shade.
Or just Shade. Yeah, I'm the complete package now.
Well, no, we discussed this before. You're Slightly Shade. If you want the full Shade, you have to sign up for Premium Edition. So it's
that's how it works. It's a
small settlement, about $5 a month, but I think you get quite a bit more Shade in that package.
It goes to charity.
And joining with us.
And if you donate $100 now, you get the full Shade. Premium darkness, pitch black as night. It'll be wonderful.
Handcrafted by a team of Mexican women. That was
all of me. And apparently we're joined by our guest, Lucifer. Hi, Lucy. Can you give us a little bit about yourself?
I thought we weren't planning on a guest this week. Turns out I was wrong. Well, let's continue on down the list. We have about 46.8% of Amonisis joined with us today. Half of him kind of fell asleep.
Yay, 46.8% of me. Where's the other 51.4%?
And again, the full premium package is about $89.50 a month. But you get the rest of the 50% of Amonisis, and that is a lot of Amonisis, trust me. 10%. You think 10% is enough? No, you're wrong. It gives a nice allure to any room. It makes everything feel very Victorian style.
Oh my goodness!
I am a classic.
It's so classic. Oh my goodness!
And you know, if you put a lampshade on them in just such a way, it's a Victorian style lamp. Fantastic.
Yes. And my switch will help turn on and off the light. Wherever that switch is for you to find out, though.
Does your head glow in the dark?
Sometimes. It's a burst effect, actually. I have to take pills for it so it doesn't glow too much. Otherwise, it wakes me up.
Is it terminal?
Yes. I've got about 100 years to live.
Oh, so short.
I know, right?
I think
it's a tragedy. I am, but I'm trying my best to get through these hard times and find a way to really make an impact in the world in these few short century worth of years.
It's so inspirational. I just want to cry. I'm pretty sure.
I would cry too, but it's acidic. It burns my clothing and it's been known to cause bodily injury.
Well, Sarf has his special maple syrup supply. So
I have a tin of Coca-Cola, but you know there's syrup in there.
Yeah, well, and I'm drinking chamomile tea, so...
I'm now drinking it with the label turned towards the monitor so everyone can see. Coca-Cola.
Oh, thank you.
Check, or credit. I accept many types of cards.
Wait a minute. You got a webcam tuned in, or
no?
I hope you're joking.
No, I'm joking. I wouldn't have the webcam turned in.
Aw, darn. We don't get to see your beautiful face.
No, you don't get to see my beautiful face. It's too beautiful for the air. They've asked me to keep it off because, you know, it's not really fair to everybody else. So, there you have it, unfortunately.
Oh, he's so humble, too. You know, you just gotta love someone like that.
Me and Amonisis are bantering, and people can just look at your reaction, and you'll be like...
That would be rather unfair.
Of the show. You'll be the curve of the show, where the camera is always on your face, even when someone else is speaking. Just zooming in on your nostrils.
Speaking of which, that would be rather uncomfortable. I was thinking for kind of a future edition for the radio, if somewhere in my province they decide to finally have a BronyCon or something like that, and a few guests, big guests show up, I could try and do like live interviews for the radio for Pregnant Stallion. All I would need is a cameraman, but I could just get in there with a table, a chair, my laptop, and this new microphone that I've ordered, which is a really, I want to say high-end, even though it's not particularly high-end. It's going to cost me all of $40, but trust me, it's high-end.
It comes with its own cameraman.
Yeah, I wish. That'd be so cool. We would be
actually, subject to user
the
malfunction.
Talk of the town. That's what we would be.
You'll be the mayor on the go? Okay. So actually, I would be interested in just hearing you interview random bronies. You know, this.
No, the one beside you. No, the girl back there. No, yeah, you. No, the one in the red shirt. No, you. You, come over here.
Do you like tacos?
Oh, no. Oh, well, that just kind of defeats everything. Do you like tacos? Tell me. At what point in your life did you decide that you didn't like tacos anymore?
It's
a scandal of the century.
That kind of
he does not like tacos.
Taco hating discrimination is not acceptable on my show. Get out of here. Be gone with you now. Let's go away.
I guess it's kind of
stand the vehement hatred towards tacos. I keep stepping over everything.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of my thing to have my who stepped on, but it's also my thing to sort of reel against the whole notion of, oh, these are the big people, they are the accomplished ones in life.
Oh, of course, I understand that. I mean, it does make them feel accomplished, and you're not doing it, interviewing them for that particular reason. But the thing is, these people, they do a lot of art and music or whatever, and they have a lot of fans for that type of thing because they like what they do. So, fans and people who enjoy what they do, they like to see kind of a more personal side of these people sometimes, and they want to know different information about them. They want to know this and that, and it's quite a bit different rather than just have them on a radio show, because I mean, those things, radio interviews just happen constantly. Having them at a live thing with a camera would just be
like real people.
Would be.
Well, you say that, but I've seen or heard footage of cons where quote-unquote celebrities are being interviewed by lesser-known podcasts in the pony community, and it's the same gibberish as you get everywhere, only it's shorter. Mm-hmm. And the interviewer can barely be understood, and is mostly mumbling and stuttering around, and is not actually finishing the questions properly.
But I do like your idea, though. I mean, interviewing random people, that would be interesting. And I think maybe getting like the con director or something like that, whoever's organizing the whole event, kind of sit him down and talk to him for a couple of minutes. That'd be really interesting.
Well, other staff members who aren't as in the know, you know, for example, you know, volunteer coordinators and stuff like that, because they never get any limelight, and that takes so much.
I'm going to interview the cleaning lady. So tell me about your day. We need more lemon pledge.
That's how it goes.
Oh, man.
You guys are silly today. I feel like the serious one. I keep trying to get us to talk serious. It's so unusual.
There's something wrong with the world if you're the cleaning lady, or the cleaning lady.
I'm the cleaning lady of the show.
Yes, you're a very pretty cleaning lady, and I'm so glad that we got that really short skirt maid outfit for you. You look absolutely fabulous, darling.
Oh, thank you. It just arrived in the mail yesterday. I think it looks quite slimming.
It's really sets up your mate.
Yes, and it really accentuates the butt area. I definitely like that.
Well, considering it's completely exposed, it's far too short for me. We should stop this conversation. The censorship police have just informed me that we're all about to be executed.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't say anything wrong. I said butt.
We're a serious show now.
It's enough, Amonisis.
Oh yeah,
super serious.
We're super serious. We're not allowed to have any fun.
Good evening. You have tuned in to Pregnant Stallion Radio. We've just been informed that we're not allowed to have any fun whatsoever, so our podcast from now on will be taken in such manner.
Darn butt mother
Today on the news, well, let's be honest, I didn't even watch the news.
Oh.
But, stuff happened, and it was quite interesting, I would say. But, you might think differently, but that's up to personal opinion.
Well, I disagree with that, Sarf. I find those things to be actually quite mundane.
Oh, no.
Even platitudinous in nature. What would you have to say about that, Shade?
Well, it is rightly contested, I feel, to question the ordinary things in life and consider whether or not they are, in fact, ordinary and mundane, or just that our perceptions have been clouded with the norm, the new norm, where the crazy has become normal.
Shade, that is terrifying. Speak. You can't talk like that on here. That's blasphemy is what it is.
Okay, let's start over.
This is me yelling at you. This is me yelling at you. We've broken so many rules. Stop that. You rule breaker. Don't touch me. Ah.
No. I have loved you like a son.
He's throttling me as I
also
speak.
my mother.
Oh, I didn't know that maple syrup actually came out there. Ooh, this feels slightly
You just
special.
don't want to know where it comes from.
I know where.
No comment.
Oh my. So it's episode X.
9, I think. Well, see, I posted our last episode.
3.
I posted last week's episode up on YouTube as episode 9. I was fairly confident that it was episode 9.
Okay.
That's what the file was. I went to our YouTube, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Well, that's not right.
Okay. It's episode 8.
9. No, it's 9.
We have episode 8 now.
Because I changed it to 8, so now it's 9.
You're messing up all my plans.
I know.
We do not speak of
plans
the
of world
number
domination.
8. It is a wrong and evil number.
You see, Shade, I'm always one step ahead of you. I know your plans. I know how you think. I'm into your head when you speak.
Well,
rooting around.
Well, you know where you could be one step ahead of me?
I don't want anything to do with you.
Oh, that went way past you, Sarf, didn't it? You were still talking.
I didn't quite catch what he was saying as we kept going, but the show must go on.
Yeah, people at home, you got the joke. You got to laugh. Sarf doesn't, but that's okay. We don't get this laughter, do we?
I don't get anything.
Nope. You're just a little slave monkey, doing all the work and then entertaining us for the masses.
Does that job come with benefits? Because if so, I'd take it.
You get a banana each week, and you get to run around naked.
Oh, it's better than my current job. Woohoo!
Woo!
I bet it pays better, too.
Right on. Caveman.
So Ammo just ate some ice cream? Isn't that true?
And it was delicious. Eat every succulent bite.
Sounds terrifying. That's what it does.
Every single drop of vanilla's goodness spread all over my tongue.
Let's continue this high-quality radio, and I will link you to a pony I just painted. This is so absolutely perfect for radio. If you guys look at that, and it's a pony. You guys at home? Everybody's at home, I guess.
Let me. Is it safe for me to post on our live stream?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what to say now, but it's safe.
You have done terrifying things to my heart. It's too adorable. It's too adorable for the show. I can't post it. It's just.
You can do
so
it.
adorable.
Jeez, where do you get off drawing stuff like that? You could kill a person, man.
I don't think you fully grasp the concept of how dangerous this type of art is. You're gonna kill someone, and it's gonna be on my head. I can't keep doing this for you.
Yes, we're liable for these people, man. Yeah, at least put a surgeon's warning on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you do that.
Gosh, it may cause diabetes.
May cause diabetes and people with heart conditions. Please do not click this image.
Well, actually,
It also may cause diabetes.
speaking of heart damage,
I wish I could say I could take responsibility for that joke, but I definitely saw it somewhere else.
Oh, you can, because I heard it somewhere else.
Trademark it. It's not trademarked. Everybody hears that. Nobody uses it except for me. It's all mine. Go away.
You better check the legality of that. Maybe it is trademarked somewhere.
No, it's mine. Can't tell them. They don't know yet.
I don't think the bid system works for trademarking. I think you actually got to trademark the thing.
speaking of trademarking the thing, Amonisis is going to, I'm not sure what exactly you're going to do, but it's dangerous. And I will be in Finland coming 2 weeks. So Sarf will be on his own, crying in desperation and sorrow. Well, maybe he's going to do something else, but yeah, I'll be
tune in
about
to laugh at his misery.
Oh, what's that?
Please tune in to laugh at his misery as he stands in front of you all.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, Sarf. I love you.
Oh, so we're doing that now. Well, let me get my misery face on. Why is life so hard?
This is the best podcast yet.
Best podcast yet.
This episode has that much more. Actually, I could say it has 20% more soft tears.
That's...
Yes.
That's all I hear.
Yes, I will be gone doing dangerous things.
If you would be interested in seeing more of my tears, you can tune in for our premium edition.
And they smell like maple syrup. If you get the Smell-O-Vision expansion, you can smell it at home.
And get this, for a limited time only 16 payments of $39.95 a month.
Wow, that's what a bargain!
What a bargain! Woohoo!
On.
So much
I cannot
money.
believe this amazing offer.
I bought mine yesterday, and it just came in the mail.
Because I ordered now.
Excited. Woohoo!
Now it comes highly endorsed from our unbiased professionals.
Yes. I bought mine tomorrow, and it came in yesterday.
Woo!
It came with a free live rabid squirrel. And it was absolutely adorable until it bit me and gave me rabies.
And the hornet's nest was shipped along for free.
My name is Sarf Magnifico, and I approve this message.
Welcome to episode 9 of the Critters Talk Advice and Banter column, live on Pregnant Stallion Radio. This week we've got some new changes. Sarf, why don't you take us through them? Just totally retconning this stuff. Start over! None of this ever happened. Well, actually, what are you going to do next week and the week after that? What's the plan
is it's going to be a very exciting 2-week extravaganza of Sarf Week, which is kind of like Shark Week, but without the sharks, and instead you just end up getting memes, which isn't quite as good, but I promise it will be tons and tons of fun. But I can't actually promise that. Our lawyers have told me that I can't really promise anything anymore because I tend not to really deliver. However, I have a series of interviews, one of which being the radio drama Equestrian History, which I will link hereafter, which is basically, there's a whole team of voice actors and stuff like that have doing, I think it's based off of a fic, but I've got the director and the writer/producer on for an interview sometime next week, as well Mr. Cactus, which I think his artist name that he usually uses on his blogs and stuff is DTX something 97.
There is C in there at the end, I believe.
DTCX97. Why he would pick that is beyond me.
Letters. Words. Syllables.
Letters.
numbers.
VYXWVTQR Abraham Lincoln 712.
LOL, GLTBQ.
He will be joining us as well.
RTFM.
Hopefully by the end of the week I will have live stream times for all of those different things, but I'm hoping 3 or 4 interviews, maybe more, maybe less. I'll definitely have everything
do all the
set by the end
interviews
of the week.
all at once.
And it's all going to be just me and never mind. Me as the guest. It's the one-on-one interview thing, and I know I've said in the past I don't like doing interviews. I think in this particular situation it would be quite fitting and it's enjoyable. And
what you're saying is it's necessary because you don't have any better idea, but
something like that. Well,
week,
my other option was to bring on a bunch of random people that would probably just make a mess of my show anyway, so.
Perfect.
But since it's Sarf week, picture this, guys. He'll be wearing a bathing suit through it all.
No. I didn't approve this.
Two-piece.
I didn't approve this.
Actually, he's going to be wearing the Rainbow Dash 2-piece that just came out. It's going to look absolutely cute on him. Let me tell you what.
So the one that only fits if you're 4 years old?
Let's see. It's on Hot Topic, and they had a model who was like at least 18, I think.
I think I want that. Wait a minute, 2-piece? I don't think that's right for me.
Well, they also have hot pants too.
Make it look good.
With Rainbow Dash in the bedroom eyes.
Ooh.
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sarf, you have to try that on.
No. My answer is no.
Well, put your special sample. Yay!
He's dropping crap.
As much as I think he would enjoy that, no. My answer is still no, and I remain with that.
Dignity will not save you, Sarf. Once you give birth, all that dignity goes away. It's all about cleaning dirty diapers at that point. Hey, let's move off this tangent. One of the things
I agree.
I suggested we talk about, and I'm not sure if we got any messages or mail or whatever, probably not, because it's just a banter show. But anyway, one of the topics I suggested, even though I knew better, was to talk about the fantastic Equestria Girls, what it means, and how do we feel about it, and if you think it's going to be any good.
Well, we could give our brief thoughts on the matter, I'd imagine, I suppose. Or we can talk about it a little bit, if that's the route you want to go. I can't say I necessarily approve. See, the problem is, now we can't slander anything, so I can't say, well, it was this. But no, I can't.
It was blank,
my response
and I believe why, but I do not believe X.
Well, when ever does slanderous, we're always highly researched in our opinions, and very politically correct, always.
And by politically correct, it means that I'm right and everyone else is wrong.
Oh.
All the time. And that's just not opinion. That is absolute fact. It's proven by our scientists. Which is actually just a team of one monkey sitting in the corner going
advanced team of scientists.
Crazy.
They can't know. They don't know yet. It's a secret.
Switzerland.
It's a highly trained team of scientists. Highly trained and overqualified team of scientists.
Why are they even here?
Oh, we have a surprise guest of a team of scientists. Hello, scientists. You don't say.
Thank you for joining us on such short notice.
Really? Okay.
So tell me, how did you get into sciencing? How fascinating. What sort of university did you go to? You didn't go to university at all? Why are you even here? I thought you completely lied to me in the interview. You said that you went to Yale. This is a lie. You're fired. Get out of my office. I don't want to see you ever again.
It's jail, not Yale.
No, you don't get a severance plan.
Oh.
No, I'm not even going to pay you one paycheck. No bananas. Get out of here. You're fired. Get off of my head. No, don't pull that. No, don't press the
Sarf,
button.
no! What's happening? Oh! There goes the furniture.
Stop throwing that everywhere. Don't do that. Oh, that's disgusting.
Smash his brains in, come on.
I thought you said you were a scientist.
Okay, that should knock him out for a moment. Amonisis, you come back in the room. It's clear. You okay? Sarf, are you dead? This is the magic radio.
I'm just kind of sitting back here. I'm not dead. Little internal bleeding.
I think Amonisis is in trouble now. Okay,
really,
just kick it a couple of times.
Tranquilize that monkey. Yeah, kick it. Start kicking it. I like this idea. Take that. Ow. Just gonna make dramatic noises for the sake of radio. Bam! Wait, no, pregnant stallion. Woohoo!
No actual monkey scientists were harmed in making this podcast.
That was the most pointless part of this entire podcast.
There was a point to any of this? What?
What was that? You guys.
I think
Oh, man.
It wasn't that funny.
Coughing.
You coughed, you laughed so hard that you just broke a lung.
Apparently. I'm cleaning it up with some chamomile tea. That's totally how it works.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Okay.
this is definitely my favorite one so far.
So, speaking of monkeys, Equestria Girls. Oh! That's not slander, that's just a segue. We have Amonisis for the balanced opinion. See, it's not slander if we get someone of every point of view, you know, then it's a balanced news radio, right?
Okay, so, alright, so I'm your token opposing side here. You guys are going to have your two opinions, and it'll be sort of the mainstream thing, and then I'll be like the token opposing side. Here to throw in a monkey wrench to your otherwise homogenous yes man mentality. Well, you know what? I won't take that kind of stuff. I deserve better than that. I'm kidding, by the way.
Amonisis, you didn't hear about the memo.
Oh yeah.
The memo. You're fired. We can't have opinion on the radio anymore. I'm sorry. There'll be no benefits. You can just take
this. Really, I just need to get a lobotomy, and I'll be able to have the same homogenized stuff as everything. Please, I need this job. I got a wife and 3 children. They don't know that they're my wife or children yet, but they are my wife and children.
Well, as part of our new employee severance plan, you don't have a wife and kids anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. I just got them a couple weeks ago.
You don't have a car or a house, but your dog got out safely.
Oh, well, okay. Well, at least Scooby got out.
No, the other one, the little hairless chihuahua.
Oh, come on. I didn't even know that was mine until you said that.
It's actually your neighbor's, but, the neighbor died in the fire, too, so it's now yours. He left it to you in your will. And his
neighbors have cool dogs, though. They got German Shepherds.
No, the other neighbor.
Not this chihuahua.
No, the Asian ones.
I don't have an Asian neighbor.
That was the other one was pregnant. And it was an Asian child. And Sarf, by the way, is a boy now, not a girl. So you can't be your wife anymore.
The surgery happened about halfway through this week.
Yeah. You were thinking that was just his natural voice, but, it's a hormone.
No.
Absolutely. And a voice synthesizer, the same one Cher used.
This amount of beauty does not come from one person. I'm actually a team of about 6 people, and we splice the audio together. As I'm speaking, there's an entire team of people doing this. So it happens almost instantaneously.
And there's a reason he doesn't have a webcam, it's not just the voices, it's face. It's made up of
You would see horrifying things. I'm not even human!
It's all stitched together, and it's just kind of patchworky. You really shouldn't have gone with that back alley doctor for that operation.
And his nose is that chihuahua you mentioned.
Yeah, it's not a chihuahua nose, it's the whole...
Yeah, it's the whole package. You know, this small. So it's just a chihuahua. Every now and then he actually accidentally barks from his nose. It's a nasal bark. Yeah.
And it's always kind of shaky.
There it is. That was it.
Ow.
Every now and then. I'll just punch your nose a couple of times. Yeah. Hold still.
Ow. You have injured me severely. Someone call my lawyer.
I think that works.
I need to...
If you start getting a nosebleed, that's okay. We can stitch it up.
Well, no, you seem to have actually punched my nose completely off, so...
Oh, it's on the floor. You have to get a new one.
It's sitting right there, and it's, 5-second rule. It's been in there for like 10, so it's too dirty. Do you know anyone who has an extra nose by chance?
I could... Is it too soon to make a Michael Jackson joke now?
Too soon.
How long has it been since he died? Like 5-6 years?
17 centuries.
Yeah.
It's time travel.
I would say too soon.
I'll explain that the next season of Doctor Who. It was Michael Jackson, but back in time. It's the past, future of a separate time dimension.
Come on. Hey, Doctor Who. Not my time, Lord. He's just a guy with a really cool box, and he's bigger on the inside. Come on.
There's a lot of squeaking going on. I don't approve.
Pregnant Spelling Radio, now with 20% more noises and improv.
Hey, that's the second 20% joke. We're way past quota. We're about 10 of those.
Excuse me, it's natural now. I didn't even mean to do that.
Oh, it's in your blood now.
Yeah, it's just in my blood. It's not my veins. It comes out rainbow colored.
Oh my goodness. We really have to start talking about the supposed topic now. Otherwise...
Well, you see, it's not like we have a topic. It's just a banter episode. So we're allowed to slew the words out of our mouth and allow them to form the proposition of a podcast.
Do you even want to talk about this Equestria Girls stuff, or are you just going to...
Hey, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're kind of on the wall, We're just kind of sitting back, sipping our tea, relax thereof. I'll sit imaginary tea. The weather is exquisite tonight.
I also have, for your enjoyment, some news articles of the internet.
Ooh. Played to the tune of classical music.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm never prepared. One cannot be prepared for such a thing. Oh, he's playing our background music. Continue, sir.
Yes. Shall I?
Classical.
Just saying.
I have news.
Do you expect him to play Beethoven's Symphony?
Yes, I did actually. And I was severely disappointed.
Well, I suppose you would be let down, yes.
That's going to be about it. Otherwise, we'll see you soon again.
Yes, we'll be sued by Beethoven.
He'll come together. He'll travel with Michael Jackson.
See, what you want to do is change about one note.
Doctor Who, Beethoven and Michael Jackson are the Doctor's new companions.
Actually, the Doctor's going to reveal his name soon, I believe. It's the finale, supposedly. And his name is going to be Michael Jackson. He had a regeneration.
No, his name will be
Oh, God. Oh, man, that makes more sense than it should. See, the black Michael Jackson actually died and regenerated into a white Michael Jackson.
That's way funnier than it should be.
I don't get it.
Holy shit. I mean, crap.
Hey, my nice. Shame.
Behave yourself, children. It's time for some exceptional news on the internet. Here we go. Straight to Australia. Sydney even. restaurant there in Sydney. It was a takeaway restaurant even. I don't know the name. It's not written in the article, so you don't get to hear it either. So a 24-year-old customer was drunk and got in an argument with the personnel about the price of his order. And then he just pushed them aside and tried to rob them, and take all the money. But one of the cashiers tried to stop him, and she got beaten up. Hit in the chest even. That's nasty. But you don't do that to a woman, because she will grab this giant bucket of chili sauce and throw it over. He throws it over the guy, and he collapses and gets arrested, and he got, what is it, first-degree burns, second-degree burns. His face is almost burned off to the point of, like just like in Batman, that one guy, yeah, face burned off by chili sauce, and that's just how you deal with it. But there's more. More? Yeah, you didn't think there was more, but there is more. And this is news of remarkable stupidity, even in this day and age. It's just... Okay, this takes place in the United Kingdom. The great era of about 1 week ago.
Ooh, that was a good time.
Okay.
I remember 1 week ago.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
Just kind of like chilling back with my peeps, my homeboys. Those are the days, and like the days of this week, everything's like so hardcore. It's like not even cool, man. Last week was the day, man. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, yo, word, dog, word to your mothers.
Word to the mothers.
Okay. You ready for the stupidity then?
Yes.
Do you think you can handle
as prepared as one can be? Excuse me, I'll put on my industrial strength safety helmet.
Please continue with your story.
Okay. So, in the United Kingdom, there was a pediatrician.
They have those?
Yes.
So, wow, I thought they were a myth.
Woman exists.
Cool story, bro.
And some people found her and vandalized her home and car and graffitied the word pedo on there because they thought pediatrician is another word for pedophile.
Intelligent people.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's about 60 million things wrong with that and why it's dumb. But, my brain, it just can't.
It can't even. All the even has been just sucked out of that, and you just can't.
Yes.
I mean, it's a terrible place, really. You can't be a pediatrician. You can't be a rapper there. You can't be any of those things.
I was actually thinking like, oh, will we delve into controversial territory? But no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so funny. Okay. Well, I have
even harder to be a therapist there. You gotta really think about that one.
Oh, why did you do that?
Because
people will not thank you for this, I have some other articles as well, but whatever.
I'm making them think and realizing just how brilliant you guys are compared to me.
Oh.
See, I'm really doing this for your guys' benefits. I'm making me look bad so that you guys look good in comparison, shooting you to the top. I'm really doing you a charitable service here. You should thank me.
Oh, you are.
How much is your service going to charge?
Oh, after we take away some of the discount for us working together, add the tax in there, plus that little thing with the chihuahua and lactating maple syrup thing. That'll come to about $1,200, or in Canadian dollars, 5 maple syrups, or for...
What do you think it is that maple syrup costs like $200? It does not, sir. That is not how maple syrup works.
That's your currency, man. It costs $500.
Yeah, we've established that your main currency actually is maple syrup. And if it's grade D...
See, you may not realize it, but here in Canada, we actually take monopoly money.
Oh. Well, that only actually works when for Americans, because everywhere around the world there is colored money.
Colored money, and it's just America, it's all green, which is
because
stupid.
That's just how it works. In America, it's all one color, and coins don't actually get the amount on them. You just have to figure out, divine how much sense it is. Sort of figure it out in your head brain, like that. But,
we don't need no head brain to figure out that our money's green and we like it. And that's how we know the first 3 presidents, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Benjamin Franklin.
You see, I didn't even know that. But Benjamin Franklin wasn't even I didn't know that. Because that's not true. He's not...
300 years before Christ. Actually, there was an American president. It was Michael Jackson. Just temporarily, Mike.
Really?
To stop the war between the tribes.
Was that way that was the Bush
Michael Jackson is actually the doctor, and he was the president.
The way he did that was to rip out his second heart, which is why Michael Jackson actually, when he died in this era, only had one heart. See?
Yes.
That's how it happened. That's also why he died with one heart.
Careful.
That just, that messes things up. But it's okay. He'll regenerate.
Yeah. And then he will regenerate. They'll bring the second heart in, and he'll fully regenerate then. And he'll look like a new person. He had to get rid of the Michael Jackson motif thing and move on.
We're appealing to an entirely new audience. We're really branching out with this Ponyville life.
Come on.
Yeah.
All the bronies out there are also Whovians, or at least a good chunk of them.
Is it true?
I mean, who is in the name Whovian?
Oh. Well, actually, without having seen the show, I drew a picture of Time Turner or Dr. Who's or whatever.
It's canon that his name is Dr. Who's now.
Whatever.
Well, exactly, he's a doctor in, I don't know. Maybe he's a pediatrician.
And I sort of drew a Gallifrey in the background, thinking myself really clever, and I have never seen it. And people told me, "Wow, that's scarily accurate." I was like, okay. Sort of, I got an idea of what it looks like through osmosis by people just talking about it all around me.
Did you hold the season discs, the season sets to your head and hope that it just kind of seeped through?
Yes. I was just thinking, what I just said doesn't make any sense. And then I get it through osmosis, but it's not there. But okay, well. I was speaking in metaphors, man. Actually, no, that's not how metaphors work either. Are we done? Is this the show?
Well, that's all right, folks. Not really. We're never done.
Okay, right.
Being a pregnant stallion.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
But before we're continuing the show...
A pregnant stallion never rests. You're never finished your job.
There's no rest for the expectant.
Nope. 24-hour job, that is.
Aren't we had a particularly banterful episode this week?
Well, let us just sprout forth some contact information so we can continue bantering after that. Consider it a break. You can email us at crusadersadvice@gmail.com. Email us about anything. Who Sarf should interview and what to ask them.
Good one.
And more baby names, please, or full names for Sarf's children. And any questions, really. And when me and Amonisis are back, we're going to talk about breakups. So ask or tell or anything, really. It's all good.
Yeah, and you can also, coming back from a kung fu testing type thing, the only breakup I could think of is of joints and bones.
Lovely.
The breaking up of their head from their shoulders.
Yeah, breaking up is hard and sometimes deadly.
And you can also go to something.tumblr.com.
What? Oh, ask and advice.
Was that with three somethings or just two?
It's ask-adviceandblog.tumblr.com.
See, that.
But,
what was the easier one again? pregnantstallionradio.tumblr.com?
Yes, sir.
See, I know that one. That one is easy. It makes sense in my head brain.
Look.
It's so clever. Anything else? Actually, why don't we advertise our own personal contacts so people can find us on the internet, hey? Why not? Sarf, where do you live?
About dead center in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, I live just west of there.
Yeah, it's not a very interesting place.
Yeah, he's there.
That's where I am.
What can you do?
He's there in Canada. Shade lives on the moon of Europa, somewhere underneath the ice, I imagine. And I live in the middle of a bunch of mountains where I ski to work every day and back.
Yeah, I just kind of live in the tundra wasteland. In the den, my neighbors are a couple of polar bears. Nice people.
Oh yeah,
not
very
very
nice
friendly.
people.
You don't want to wake them up in the morning if they haven't had their coffee. They will maul you, quite literally.
They clawed Sarf's face off and ate all his maple syrup. He has no more money left.
Oh, they licked up his money. How will you earn a living? I guess you're going to have to sell your body now.
Yes, I was about to say, maybe prostitution.
Yeah, he can't sell his face. It's been ripped off.
Probably have to
people are
work
into
that
that
later
sort
on.
of pregnancy thing, you know.
There's a lot of people into that, surprisingly. Yeah.
Well, I'm actually skiing to work every day on top of a sled, and that sled is on top of a Segway.
Aren't you supposed to walk to work in those giant wooden shoes?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't go to work. I wake up in the morning at work, so that must be why I don't actually stumble down the mountain on the sled.
So, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is put on your wooden shoes?
Totally. And I give the windmill a good tug so that we have power.
Start making.
And then he cuts off his ear and paints.
I maintain the dikes. I put pancakes in there and cheese. And then I water the tulips and go to the brothel. Is that all? It's a more... Oh, right.
If I had to wear wooden shoes, I would go to the brothel. You know. And that can't be good for your feet.
And of course, there are also some controlled substances. You can't forget those.
Hey, I live in Colorado, so, you know, we got the same controlled substances.
Well, I would argue that probably because of Amsterdam.
Yeah, I know.
Europe is going to be worse.
Whoa, dude!
It's more established right now. Just give us like a few years' time. We'll be just like a large square Amsterdam in the middle of America. It'll be awesome.
See, Sarf's in trouble because of his lack of access. He has to go straight to heroin.
Yep.
There's no gateway. It's straight through the doors.
Heroin and maple syrup.
Yeah, it's not so much a gateway as just getting kicked down a hole.
You know what? Screw the heroin. I'm just going to start injecting maple syrup into myself.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna freebase maple syrup.
That's dangerous.
See,
not even once.
I used to wonder how Sarf got his energy, and I thought, wow, he's sort of like that. But now I know the truth. There's maple syrup in his blood.
Now I'm just imagining like those meth commercials. Like he's walking into a shower, he turns on the shower thing, and then all of a sudden he sees like syrup going into the drain. He turns around, he's like huddling in a corner with a plate of pancakes, and it's like, don't go to breakfast, man. Don't go to breakfast. Stay away from the hungry bear. And he just screams, ah! Syrup. Not even once.
Not even once.
I think Keanu Reeves should play the lead part there.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree.
Whoa! Syrup going down the drain. Trinity, help! Oh wait, it's the wrong move.
I'm new.
Doesn't matter. Just sit here.
I drink the cherry syrup. I know kung fu and I fight pancake tentacle monsters.
Trinity, help!
Gotta be careful with pancake tentacle monsters. They don't... Very angry people.
Yes. I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going.
Hey, no slander. Those tentacle monsters have rights too.
Yes, they do.
You know, think about the reputation and our friends at Ponyville Live. You know, they won't be very pleased. Just all this talk about their favorite.
Can't please everyone. You can't please everyone. We can only try, Shade.
We can only fail. I thought that was what you were going to say.
We can only
fail. Would also be accurate.
What's
we can
the
only
point?
fail.
Let's all just go all nihilistic on everything. What's the point anymore?
Oh, that's a nice little light-hearted topic to just roll into before we wrap the show up.
Woohoo.
Yeah, it's not nihilism.
Yeah, fantastic way to live.
Well, we'll have a well-rounded discussion. I.e., what's the point? There's no point in a well-rounded discussion.
I have this, I hesitate to call him a friend because I don't really interact with him a whole lot anymore.
Yeah.
But he came to visit me once, and
shows up at your door one day. Hello.
Well, he just wants to sit around and play video games and smoke and eat burgers. He wouldn't even let me cook real food. It was that terrible. But he says he was like deliberately destroying his body or something, and I don't remember the exact context anymore. But he basically said like, well, we're gonna die in the end anyway. What's the point?
Did he say just like that in the Dutch accent and everything?
Except that he's not Dutch. He's Belgian.
Well, that's unfortunate. What was he doing in his country? Was he an illegal immigrant?
No, there's this thing, this railroad that connects the countries, and there's a train. And he lives 2 hours away from me.
So do you have illegal immigrants? Do you have illegal immigrants roaming around stealing all your jobs?
There were a few, but they moved to France.
Those darn Belgians crossing our borders and making them Belgian waffles. Bringing them Canadian friends along, filling up with syrup. Cost me like
that was Belgian
dollars.
Actually, he was American. He was American. That guy.
Oh.
But not the nihilist. It was just a crazy drug addicted Christian.
There's a affliction in itself.
Speaking about nihilism.
Oh dear. Let's not go into that.
But that was a nice bomb, and I just stopped for a moment, thinking about all the million things wrong with that. I suggest that the only reason someone wouldn't kill themselves is because it's too much effort. And there's something in that, to me, that seems wrong. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. Am I too optimistic to rose-colored glasses type? Or is there just something wrong?
You can't really say someone's wrong for wanting to live the life a certain way, because, people still manage to live their life. And it can have its advantages to a point if you take it in the right... Not that I personally subscribe to the way of life. I've been personally attacked by nihilists before. They weren't very pleasant people.
Very hard.
They ran after you in spandex with giant scissors.
That's just like...
If anyone gets that reference, I love you.
I've seen the movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah! I love you,
It's just like your opinion, man.
But the problem with arguing with nihilists is that they don't care.
Arguing with them, they don't care what you say anyways, and that's
they don't care.
Not very great conversation pieces, because they don't.
No, not really.
Yeah. And just
you talk about something you talk about something you like, and they're like, whatever. And then you're like, okay, so how about you? Are you having a nice day? Don't care.
This particular conversation I was having on an image board, and basically I said something very Sarfian along the lines of, when was the last time you smiled to a stranger, or something like that, with a big long text wall. something I typically do. And basically, they argued with me that smiling does nothing but harmful to people, and that everyone was going to kill themselves because I was smiling.
Dare you!
Because they were going to look at the smile as me mocking them and
inspired them to
other such gibberish, which wasn't entirely that pleasant. And basically, the point is like, why do I actually have to argue with someone that being like kindness is a good thing? It's not
I smiled a lot of
world
people today.
Think of the children.
Oh God, I
think
so
of the
many
children
people with my happiness.
It sounds like the most horrible H.P. Lovecraft novel.
I know, right? The demon who smiled.
No, it's just a person who smiled. That's infinitely worse. They don't see it coming, you see.
Who are the real monsters here, ladies and gentlemen? Should I say, sillies and gentlecolts? Who is the real
Sillies and
monster?
gentlecolts.
Well, I do walk the streets sometimes, and if I randomly bump into someone, I actually smile at them or say hi or good day or something. And 99 times out of 100, they're so perplexed. It's not even that they're rude or something. It's just that they don't expect it, that they're so flabbergasted that they can't say anything back, and they just keep walking.
See, in such a small town, happens all the time. I'll walk to work. I live 2 blocks away. Every now and then I'll pass someone, they'll go, "Good morning." Like, oh, hello. Never even seen you before, but okay. And people are just cheerful in small towns sometimes.
Yeah, small towns are like that.
Of course, I live in a neighborhood.
I live in one, and they're all nice, except for the people who are mean. They aren't so nice.
Mean people are mean. Do you find that shade?
People are mean.
Do you find that mean people are mean?
I feel it, Joe.
They're just so mean, and I don't understand it. I mean, just because they're mean people doesn't mean they have to be mean, right? Right?
Right.
That's what I think sometimes.
What in being mean does it mean they have to be mean? Why can't they be nice mean people?
That's mean. That's mean.
Yeah, rise against the power, man. Which actually brings me to a nice point that George Carlin made at some point.
Oh,
I love that.
They were talking about the need to be yourself, and he said, like, wait a minute, but what if you're basically a chicken hole? That's exactly what he said, by the way. That's not a censor.
Chicken hole?
Yeah, what if you're a chicken hole? You see, if you're a chicken hole, it's not actually a good thing to be yourself, but you should be someone else, so you're not a chicken hole. See, that was
God.
Yeah, that's George Carlin for you.
Oh man,
you have to pretend this relates to the actual conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece it together in my head. No, that doesn't fit. That doesn't.
No, it's fit in my head before I said it. That's good enough.
Quality conversationalism. Only on Pregnant Stallion Radio.
Yes, big things are exciting things. The 10th episode, that's a major anniversary. 10 episodes without jumping ship or changing names.
That's unusual to me. We have 10, this is 9 by the way. 9, not 10, 9. And I've been doing this for the last at least 5 or 6 months.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
We started in October, and I'm at episode like 9, and I did like 3 episodes for the other radio, so I'm trying to figure out where all these other weeks are going. And
actually, it's like 16 or 17 episodes in total, if you count the last ones and the previous ones and the special ones and the everythings.
16?
Can you
not even,
feel it?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
18 episodes of professionalism, that's basically a guarantee for success and quality. Although, it does remove the excuse of just starting up when people are judging us and saying, oh, you're a bunch of smucks just basically muddling around. And then we say,
Isn't it what we do? We're
That's
professionals.
it.
We've been doing it for 6 months. That makes us professional.
You got it. We're taking it back. Smucks who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're not
What are we?
supposed to. That's the idea. Don't think about
good.
it.
Then I'm doing my job very well.
The question
I need a pay raise. I'm doing my job too well.
Done and done.
Yeah. What do I get now?
Nothing. You get 1 banana instead of 2 bananas. That's your pay rate.
Yes. That's exactly what I wanted.
I am making you more
Oh.
considerate of what you didn't have, what you had before. You don't have now. So now you wish you had it.
Awesome.
And see, now you're not taking for granted what you don't have.
Excellent. I love that self-reflection of what
is
I
your pay rate.
actually do have. And, oh, man, this is like the best, man. Thank you. I'll be able to live absolutely 0 weeks off of this. Oh, man, you are just the best.
The glass is totally non-existent now. How's that for perspective?
What glass are we talking about?
The glass.
The glass.
The glass.
Your glass.
The glass, is it there or is it not? Is it a soliloquy or not? Find out next week on Sarf week. Yeah. So
make sure to bring your giant harpoons and fishing rods for Sarf week.
In his bathing suit.
And your bathing suit.
Oh, yeah.
I heard he has a hot tub, in which you can hit him with a harpoon.
And you know, his mane will be all wet from the maple syrup and the poutine. And you can smell it if you pay for the premium package. Again, you can get that on Ponyville Live. Something, is it .com, .org, .something? Totally go there to that website that has been announced previously in the show, but I don't remember it, but it's still there. Rewind and go there and subscribe everywhere. Actually, go to all our websites. Go everywhere and figure out how to subscribe to things and follow us everywhere.
Even on the page we don't have, follow us anyways.
Yeah, we do. We have like 6 followers or something. That's like 5 more than 1.
20 or 30 followers, actually.
Oh, that's about 29 more than 1.
Yeah, it is.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
So I had pancakes tonight. Apple and mango pancakes.
Sounds pancakey.
With maple syrup.
And pancakes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say.
I think that just about wraps up the episode. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to what the important things that we had to say today. And I think we just barely managed to get out all the stuff that we had to say because there was just so much stuff we had to say.
I particularly liked how he professionally wrapped up and summed up the entirety of Equestria Girls, just like that.
We never did talk about that, did we?
We just collectively
sort of wandered into other conversations.
We collectively shrug, and that's it. Actually, one thing I do want to say about it, because regardless of how you feel about it and what you expect it to be, and whether you're positive or negative toward it, what I really cannot stand is the attitude that another person's opinion is completely invalid because of being quote-unquote not the target audience. That's such rubbish.
It is, yeah.
And especially considering that these people supposedly have kept up with Friendship is Magic. Yeah. Just saying, it means the entirety of success of My Little Pony is that it is so good that it succeeds as a show.
That's the entire
beyond a target audience. And by the way, I can look at Strawberry Shortcake and say that it's not a good show. And I don't have to be a 4-year-old girl to have a valid opinion on the matter. Thank you.
Yep. Anyways, my comment on Equestria Girls is that I remain optimistic. It's Megan McCarthy, all the same voice actors, and it's been a year in the making, apparently, from what I heard from Megan McCarthy's Twitter. So, it's the same person who's been writing the show, and just because it's like a completely different thing and something that seems more contrived than anything, you got to keep in perspective that the My Little Pony show itself started out as a glorified toy commercial out of the same kind of contrived area. It's just moving into another contrived area. And it's not the premise of the show that made it awesome. It's the fact that they had a loving, awesome crew on it that made it work. And that's why I remain optimistic.
I'm actually, part of me is a little bit envious of your ability to casually remain optimistic, because I'm sure there are parts of it that I could part of my brain could enjoy. But I'm certain that I'm too invested to enjoy the show, and the premise actually it makes me sigh. Character designs. I can feel my inner nihilist coming to the surface. I won't go in depth because it's the end of the show and we're running out of steam. My pancake syrup is running out of my body and it's almost done. But I would just say that, yeah.
I've said it
I don't
before,
think it's going to be
but
good.
My very brief opinion on it is it could probably be wonderful, and I could I could watch it completely willingly if it wasn't for the horrible skin conditions, the blatant possible forced shipping, and the pop music, man. I mean,
that's just the thing. You get all that information from the trailer that they gave you.
Exactly.
And
while the
trailers may, hint at something, doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna fall through just like that.
Well, I could watch, and I probably end up watching it. I wouldn't pay really money for it. I wouldn't go to the theater to see it. I would probably watch it with a fairly open mind. I think, optimistic enough. But the skin condition thing is going to really bother me. Like, they didn't have to do that. The character designs are dreadful. What does Twilight need leg warmers? Why?
Okay.
Why? It just... Well, nobody noticed that some of these people are clearly asphyxiating.
You can say that there's only a trailer or something, but there is a synopsis, and it does give some idea, and they may be able to completely surprise, but there has been no indication that it will be completely surprising because of the material that has been released. So, why would they hide extreme quality behind a facade of
That's a good point.
cliche? Why would they do that?
Because it's a classic technique. They kind of throw something out there that's sort of
infinitely more likely that Hasbro isn't really with it and wants to cash in and doesn't really know how to do that with successful quality. So they handicapped DHX in making a movie, which is why my chief emotion is actually disappointment, not so much about preemptively the results of Equestria Girls, but because I knew there was going to be a movie for the 30-year anniversary, and I was thinking it was going to be a Friendship is Magic movie. And instead, they want to sell dolls, Rainbow Dash with lipstick on, and that kind of stuff. These are handicaps, and they want a completely unoriginal high school girl type movie.
Yeah.
And I think maximizing the quality that determines success. So I can't casually stand by and maybe harvest a couple of nuggets of okay from the sea of mediocre after the fact, when what could have happened was a quality movie that would have blown our freaking minds and everybody's minds, because the target audience nonsense, rubbish. If Friendship Magic has proved anything, is that if you make quality, it will appeal to everyone. But Hasbro is, it's an old juggernaut, and they don't understand. I'll tell you something. When I emailed Hasbro, does it count for a slander, by the way? Nah, it's not. I'll call it an open letter after the fact. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I emailed Hasbro because, if a derpy thing has told me anything, is that if one person says the right thing to the right person, you can change everything. Or the wrong person. But that's another thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was this, Hasbro was taking down a couple of plushie maker advertisements or something,
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to reel back on that. So I thought, hey, Hasbro, did you notice all this eBay stuff? That's indicative that all these bronies, they have seas of money, and they want to spend seas of money on high-quality products. So why don't you work with this or that plushie maker company and, sell like $100 show-accurate, high-quality plushie?
It doesn't even have to be $100. I mean, For them to make it,
I kind of know the companies, and the range is something like $70 to $120.
So these things that they sell at Hot Topic and HMV that look like they have spaghetti on their hair, is this because of you?
Yeah, well, that's I'm getting to that. So they basically say they wrote back.
Oh, really?
And this person who was writing back, there was a second layer of text hidden behind the first layer that basically said, like, well, unfortunately I have to write this politically correct letter, and what you say is completely true, but I have to toss this in the memory hole because the other department that determines what's going to happen has this really stupid idea of producing more low-quality items, and it's...
This is what they said exactly?
I said that's the hidden layer of text.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Hasbro is like, hey, we're releasing a toy that costs $5. Hey, people buy it. That's amazing. $6? At that rate, 10 years from now, they'll have figured out that, hey, what if we release like a $70 plush? It actually looks like the actual ponies, and they don't have pasta on their head. What if? They might buy that too. What do you know? Whereas anybody who is with the times could tell them that. They could do that now. And you don't need to release dolls. In fact, if anything, that would give them the wrong idea, because if nobody buys those dolls, and I'm sure some people will, but it won't be amazing sales. Not as amazing as the sales they could make if they appeal to the whole wide audience. And kids, too, they want quality toys. It's not just us, But that's a whole other thing. Actually, one other quote-unquote argument that annoyed me was when they're invalidating the people from outside of the target audience. Is this completely made-up statistic that says that the toy sales is 5% bronies and the rest is little girls, and I wonder where the little girls get the money in made-up statistic. Because it's always going to be grown-up people. Where did he measure this?
You have to think that 90% of these people going to buy one are probably going to hide the fact that they're buying it for themselves.
Well,
Sure that. It's for my niece.
You can't put that in a statistic. Well, see, I had a good idea. Go to Toys R Us and stuff like something like that, and just ask for a gift receipt.
Well, not a funny thing actually. Completely going off the rails here, but it's funny.
On the crazy train?
We've
done that way too many times.
I'm saying
you know what? I'm making this decree for everyone on the podcast. We are not allowed to say that ever again. We've beaten that thing down.
Oh.
The going off the rails thing. Like, we don't need to do that anymore. Everybody gets the idea.
We're so far off the rails that we're actually approaching the rails.
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
What did I just say? Amonisis. You say every chance you get. Just enough, okay? New content, please.
At least it's not Michael Jackson, it's Ozzy Osbourne, so it's okay. But
there's like 5 seconds, man. Way to bite my head off about a song, man.
It's actually more embarrassing for the cashiers than it is for the customers. I'll tell you this. I bought a fashion Rainbow Dash at this store, and this guy was about like 45 or something. He made to gift wrap my fashion Rainbow Dash, and I just said like, no, you don't have to wrap that. I'm not giving that away. And he just stopped. He stopped, and I said very casually, "You don't have to say anything." He just. Okay, going on. He pushed the buttons for me to pay with my card. It's just really funny. I couldn't help but just refuse to suppress a giggle. I guess
I
it's
can see you doing
16
that.
years old, harder to be able to shrug like that, I guess. Because you're all like, ooh, what if they judge me?
Well, see,
and they judge me unfit for being cool. I'm cool with Rainbow Dash? Fashion Rainbow Dash? Impossible.
Rainbow Dash always dresses in style.
There he goes again.
I think we should wrap it up. We are at 1:25.
6 days. But we're going to cut that down to about an hour and a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we can. We somehow managed to scare away every single one of our viewers. Usually we can sit there with about 7 or 8.
Oh,
but
good riddance.
I'll be honest.
They were smelly.
Today I just didn't care. I just kind of sat back in my chair and slouched down and just talking. Yeah, okay. I didn't care today, which was nice. I was not even stressed at all about it. But
I've never stressed. But I didn't expect I would turn into rant mode there for around the Equestria Girls things. I'm not anybody.
And you wouldn't stop. I was trying to interject, but the moment's gone. Thank you very much.
Sorry. I'm actually, like I said, I'm kind of envious of people who can just wait and just watch it, and if it wasn't to their liking afterwards, they just shrug. And I kind of wish I could do that, but the same reason I don't read fan fiction, because I'm pretty sure that it won't go anywhere I wanted to.
Well, if you keep going into that kind of mindset, then you're not going to enjoy a lot. And you're always going to be like,
okay, I'm going to close the live stream. Thank you for everyone who isn't there, who managed to suffer through the entire episode. Oh, wait. No, you didn't.
Thank you.
Won't laugh.
Have a nice day.